Hey, Curtis,
What's up, buddy?
it's time for that special segment we do.
Which one?
You know the one? Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
That's right. Stay tuned for Don't Be That Guy.
We Stand Corrected presents.
Real guy's a genius.
Today, we salute you, Mr. Left Lane Traffic Slower Downer.
Mr. Left Lane Creeper.
You've bravely claimed the passing lane, not for speed, but for your personal sightseeing tour of the interstate.
So scenic at 42 miles an hour.
Why move over when you've got the perfect view of the road ahead, and the 27 cars behind you that would like to pass?
They're just admiring your dedication.
You could drive in the right lane, you could speed up, but no. You've committed to being the human roadblock we didn't know we needed.
The guardian of gridlock.
So crack open a cold one, old Sultan of Slow, because you, the left lane, never, ever will be the fast lane again.
Mr. Left Lane Creeper.
For more world-class rants, everyday heroes like you, tune in to We Stand Corrected, streaming now wherever you get your podcasts.
I go ham on a bullet beat combined to Il Rio. Called the homies up and make tracks with my people. Cause when we join forces, we know that he is with us. We talk to him and keep a strong witness. So when I say I'ma take you to church, I really take you to church.
Episode 22.
22, man. Gosh, it doesn't seem like it, does it?
No, man. That's so nuts.
You know, we were talking a little bit today, and we were talking about Half Moon Cay. And I think maybe other people would like to know a little bit about that.
So we got to get some people corrected on Half Moon Cay. That's what you're saying?
Exactly. Hopefully everybody's ready to be corrected on Half Moon Cay.
I mean, 22 episodes of getting corrected is something special. But
From the pictures I've seen of it, it looks like that Half Moon Cay could correct to just about anybody.
I might need to put some up on the social media of what I got, huh?
I think you should.
People got to check that out. But, I mean, Half Moon Cay is a pretty special place, man, and our cruising episodes got some good views. And so I think
Why is it called Half Moon Cay? Was there
that's a
some
good
native
question.
islander that couldn't keep his britches up?
Maybe. I mean, maybe the waves just drop your drawers. Who knows? You get a half moon swimming out there.
That could be. And now you've been there. What's the sand? I mean, a lot of the Caribbean islands have that bright white sand. Is that what Half Moon Cay's?
Oh, it's gorgeous sand, dude. It's so white, so soft. I mean,
Okay.
when you get there, the ship can't park at the island. I don't know if I ever told you that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have to ferry you in to get to this island, and it takes a long time. And so the process of this starts at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So, like, if you're not first down in front of the bar at 6 o'clock in the morning, you're getting off the boat at like noon.
Oh, wow.
So I woke my ass up after cruising the ship, till like midnight, 1 o'clock, as you and I were probably up all night talking as I was on there. And I got down there at like 6 and the line was short right when they opened. I don't remember if it's 6 or 7. So I got like one of the first ferries out of there. And so get on the ferry and it's packed, 2 levels, wall to wall. They ferry in. And I think they ferry everything in on this island, dude, because I don't truly know that there's power on this island. No shit.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's so small. It's contained to like one little area. And then the rest of the island is just barren. So they've kind of decorated this island with a few buildings. It's got like a few shops and a bar area. And then you got to walk to the beach. And then there's one other area that's set up for the buffet that the ship brings in, so that they ferry off the ship and they set up a buffet off the ship on the island for you.
Okay.
And so any point throughout the day you're there, you can go to the buffet. And then I'll tell you though, time just rolls fast. And we didn't even eat at the buffet there because I mean, by the time we looked at it, it was time to go. But on the island itself, there's no running water. Believe that or not, like, and so you gotta get bottled water, which they all get off the ship. So everything's taken in off the ship. Bottled water, everything, food. And then I think there's only like a select few people, like maybe like 5 to 10 people that stay on this island while there's nobody there.
I'll talk about the ultimate job. I want to do that.
Yeah, till a hurricane runs through there. Then what?
I mean, I don't think you'd see me staying there for that, but
you better hope there's a ship there to get you off. And like I said, I don't think there's power, but there's a cell phone tower. So I wonder if they run it like off a generator and fuel, because you get cell phone service. And then you go there and you get out on the beach. You can go to the shops. We got a tube. And that was one of the things I remember we bought was a tube. And I stood out on the beach and I was out there huffing and puffing and blowing this damn thing up. But it was a good buy because the beach where they set it up is like no waves come in this beach at all.
Oh, wow.
And the water itself is so clear. It's like pool water full of chlorine, even though it's salt water, dude.
That's amazing.
It's the cleanest water I've ever seen. And so,
did you do any snorkeling?
Not there. No, I bought my daughter though a snorkel set, so that was her first experience. So they only let you go out to where the water gets about 6 feet deep, and then they got it like buoyed off to where you can't go out past that.
Okay.
And but they do have excursions set up there to where they will let you go snorkel. Or, I mean, there's several other excursions they got. I think they got horseback rides that'll take you through the barren area of the island itself that you can go explore. A bunch of just, excursions that are set up for you. We didn't buy an excursion on this one because the beach was just so amazing, man. And so, I'll tell you, we got the snorkel gear to do it there. And you can see all these fish swimming around you because it's so clear.
Yeah, that's amazing. And there, I know from my own experience in snorkeling in saltwater, some of the fish are just every color of the rainbow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're so bright and colored, blue and yellow, and they just stand out. And you'd see a shark coming from a mile away, which is good.
That's amazing. Now, is there anything else to do? Do they have like water slides? You said there's some shopping to do and there's a buffet, but what else is there?
There's nothing, dude. It's so barren.
So it's just totally like get off and relax mode.
Yeah. I mean, you can get a cabana that they've had built there, but I mean, other than a bar and a buffet and like 2 shops, that was it.
Okay.
And so, the shops aren't anything. They got like hoodies and shirts that say Half Moon Cay on them, Carnival, because Carnival owns the island itself, right?
So while you're at Half Moon Cay, you said the ship you're able to get off at like 6 a.m. What time does it leave? So is it a pretty long stay there?
I think we had to start working our way out at like 2 p.m., honestly.
Okay.
Because I think it might have been we had to be on the ship by 5. I don't remember. I feel like it was earlier than that, maybe 4 p.m. But time flew, man. And so we spent all the time in that water just because it was so warm. No waves. I mean, honestly, it's totally relaxing.
Yeah, and I know that's, what I love about the Caribbean side of Florida and the Caribbean itself is the water. It's like bath water warm.
Oh, dude, it's so warm.
I mean, you don't even get that initial chill when you get in it.
No. And I mean, if you compare that water to what I thought was some of the best beaches that I've ever been to in Southwest Florida, I mean, I was disappointed when we got back to Florida and went to Southwest Florida to go to the beach out in the Tampa, St. Pete area because I originally, the year before, had a great time at those beaches thinking, like, it's not going to get any better than this.
Yeah, the water clarity is not even close to the same.
No, it's not. And so, like, I stuck my iPhone underwater, and I have, like, all these videos of my daughter just swimming up, swimming by. And I mean, you can see this fish underwater swimming and going. I mean, it's sweet, dude.
That's incredible. Um, Now, when you went to Half Moon Cay, was it? You said it was a longer ride between the ship and the island. How long are you talking?
Probably like
I
five
mean,
minutes.
oh, so that's not terrible.
No, no. The long part was like everyone waits till the end to get on, so you're waiting on a massive line to get back on the boat. So like when it's
Okay.
time to go, like it takes forever, and I think that's why they try and get you started to go out at 2, because you got to really start pushing people out of there. Because if you're not on, the ship leaves. They don't give two shits, man.
Yeah. No, and that's what I've heard. A lot, a lot of people miss the ship, and then you've got to. I wonder what they do in that situation because it's not like there's an airport there. You
Yeah,
can't fly to the next place.
no. Yeah, there's no airport. There's no nothing. I wonder, it's a good question.
Are you hosed until the next ship shows up?
Do they let you, or do you got to buy another pass?
That's interesting. That would be something just for my own curiosity to find out.
Do you want to go and find out? I mean, maybe we just get trapped there and
There's worse places to get stuck. I mean,
yeah, until about September, October. So we're
until you start
watching
seeing
the
those
radar.
twisting white clouds come through there.
But a really cool island owned by Carnival. I heard Carnival was just opening up a new island that's supposed to be quite competitive with Coco Cay. So now that they have 2 islands out there,
Nice.
so I think it's called Celebrity Key is what they're calling theirs. Their new one, and it's supposed to be like water slides and everything like Coco Cay when we go to Coco Cay.
Okay. That sounds spectacular. There's something about the Caribbean, the white sand, the blue water, all of it. I just love it. So, anybody that wants to experience that, you're not going to miss out if you like that part of the world.
No, and even though that island is so desolate and there's nothing there, like it is a freaking sweet thing, man.
Are
And
there any
so,
animals there that other than fish? Did you see any? Are there birds?
um,
Are there any lizards or anything like that?
no, but they keep horses there, so they have the horseback riding. They have, I'm looking now, they have a stingray adventure, which I didn't know about. And then they also did, now that I see it, is a jet ski rental.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's things to do, and they got, snorkel by boat. I mean, they'll take you out. I mean, there's things to do. Cool
Glass
things,
bottom
man.
boat tours, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know how you like a good glass bottom boat. Would you like to explain your version of a glass bottom boat?
Well, the time I went on one, the bottom of the boat was really thick glass, so you didn't have to worry about it. But there was a lady on the boat, and she was absolutely terrified every wave we hit that the bottom of the boat was going to fall out from under us.
Oh, this is a real story.
Oh, yeah. I never
I,
told you about that.
I thought we were on the old Urban Dictionary. No, I didn't know this story. When you talk glass bottom boat, you're talking good old Urban Dictionary glass bottom boat.
Oh, yeah, I guess I don't know the Urban Dictionary version, but
We'll keep that one off. We'll let
we'll
everybody
leave
else
that. That
look
one
that
needs.
up.
That's a rated R conversation, I think. I have a
Yeah.
feeling.
Anyways, continue on.
But yeah, and that's all I'm saying is that glass bottom boats. There's a lot to see through them. They go over a shallow reef, and it's just like snorkeling, but you're not in the water, so you can still see all the same things.
Yeah. When did you go on this?
We did one in Mexico.
Really? No, you never
It was
told me
really
this.
cool in Cozumel over the Palancar Reef, one of the best places to snorkel in the world.
Really?
And it's the same, it's real clear water, huge reef, all different colors of coral and different ocean life and fish, and I mean, you name it. It's gorgeous.
You know what? You're gonna want to go on another cruise after this. You know this.
Oh, I've wanted to since our last one. My wife had to have a little convincing, and I think she's there now.
Is she excited?
She's excited now.
Is she?
I think she's a little bit apprehensive. She's not sure what to expect, but I think it's going to be fun.
Well, she's got me there. and you.
Exactly. How much better could it get?
Right? She's got your daughter, my daughter.
For sure. Your
So,
mom.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
So I was just thinking the Half Moon Cay beach. Have you ever been on a beach with no waves?
I have. It's great.
Dude, it's so cool because like that's how we got like the loungers out there in the tubes, and you could just
Hmm.
sit out there and float and not worry about like drifting away.
Hmm. And it's not so rough. You have to worry about your kid. It's safe and they're not getting pummeled.
Yeah, well, I had floaties on her, and she was just out there 6 to 8 foot deep water, floating around like nobody's business.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And then it's better for the kid. They get to experience it the right way and enjoy it, and they're not terrified, and they get a good experience, and they'll want to do it again.
yeah. So I mean, overall experience, I would go back to it in a heartbeat.
Excellent. I know, a lot of the beaches in the Caribbean are the nice warm water, but it is really hard to find the calm, without having the heavy surf. Typically like the Gulf of Mexico is a little bit calmer, but the Caribbean side is hard to find like that. But that's
Well,
what's nice when you do find it, is
I
it's just perfect.
I guess here's my question on that. Since they're small islands, so if you make the beach on one side that the current's not coming into, would that give you the calm side, right? So if you went to the other side of the island, would you be getting destroyed by waves?
A lot of times, all islands have a side that's got heavier surf.
So I wonder, like if the other side of the island has the
It might
waves.
be, it could be, very well be.
Because I mean, on this island, you can go down. There's like a mile of beach on this island, dude. If not more. Like you can go and go and go and get away from all the people that are on the boat if you
Oh
want.
wow,
I mean, you can hike down there and just be on your own.
that's incredible.
Yeah. But there's nothing down there. So there's no bathroom, there's no food, there's nobody coming out there to come watch you.
Yeah, so they don't really police you much. It doesn't sound like.
No, but what they do have is somebody in a boat that runs the buoy line I was telling you about
Hmm.
to make sure nobody either gets past that or is drowned. I'm guessing that's their lifeguard.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And the cool thing is you probably don't have to worry about a lot of crime like you would in a lot of third world countries in the Caribbean because it's all it's the cruise line. There's no real locals there. They all work for Carnival.
Yeah, other than the people that are on the boat probably committing all the crime anyways.
Right.
I see people all the time on Carnival getting kicked off the ships because they can't handle their liquor.
Or thrown overboard in the middle of the night sometimes.
Did you see that? I guess there was one person just off the Royal Caribbean ship the other night.
I did. Do you know how freaking scary that would be if you lived through the fall?
I don't think you could, quite honestly.
God, dude, I just couldn't imagine being out in the middle of the ocean watching that ship go away from you in the middle of the night.
No, but they stopped though, didn't they? And they went and looked for him.
That I don't know. I hadn't
Um,
heard the whole story. I just know
the
someone got thrown over.
the one I seen, they stopped and they had one of those little ferries out there going to search for him. But that was in day. But it seems like it's happened a few times over the last few months. Honestly,
Yeah, well, and I know it's always been a thing.
you're going to be a cruise fanatic after this, man.
Oh, I love that kind of stuff, man. I enjoy going on boats and vacationing and all that.
Good, because I guess our next episode we're going to have to talk about Key West.
Yeah, we are. That's
Since you're the big Key West fan.
probably my favorite place in the United States, hands
Yeah.
down. I could live there in a heartbeat.
Are we going to go?
We're totally gonna go. I know
Are we?
I'm gonna go. Are you gonna go?
I mean, I planned for the days. I was waiting for the official.
Yeah. Oh, we're
Confirmation.
planning on going. We're planning on when we get back from the ship. We've got a whole other week that we're planning to stay in there, and it's all gonna be down in the Keys.
Well, I'm not. I can't stay a week, but
Well, I'm gonna. I'm staying a week.
okay.
You can
All right.
come for a couple days, and we'll gladly share the house with you or whatever we rent.
Well, that's sweet of you.
It's a nice gesture. It's,
Yeah,
it's
it
the
is.
least I can do.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make you dinner or something.
Yeah, that would be nice. But no, you'll like it. Key West is fun. There's a lot to do. A lot of. I always call it the Caribbean's New Orleans.
Yeah, I hear there's a lot of weird people down there.
It's very much so.
Like, what kind of people are we talking? I hear stories, like kind of like
It's
my Uber experience stories, like fishnet, butt cheek,
It
bareback,
depends
and
what time of
backseat.
year you go there. When was the last time I was there? I think it was in October. And during October, they have a festival that goes on down there for a week called Fantasy Fest.
What kind of fantasy fest is this?
Everything. Everything from body art to lingerie to toplessness to there's no rules.
That's
And it is a big drunkenness fiasco of half-naked people with
Sounds
body
like
painted everything.
sounds like a straight swingers fest.
Yeah, it's probably that, I'm sure.
Is that why you
When-
guys went?
When we went, I didn't know what was going on. I'd seen it on TV, on HBO or something. They did a special about it, so I'd heard about it. And while we were down there, I found out it was going on. And I told my wife, I said, well, since we're going to go to Key West, let's go during the day. We'll go leave early and get down there and have an early lunch and then get the hell out of there before it goes crazy. Because we had my 8-year-old at the time with us. So we go down there, and it was right after Jimmy Buffett died. So we wanted to go to the original Margaritaville and hang out there and have a margarita and yada
A
yada.
cheeseburger in paradise.
We get there, and we're trying to find a place to park, and I see a 3 or 4 people walking down the street. You could tell that they were fantasy festers just by what they were wearing. There's thongs and just goofiness. But women walking around with topless with clothes painted on them, literally. And I thought, okay, well, there's one crowd. Surely they're not going to let people in the restaurant like that.
Surely you were wrong.
Here come the family into Margaritaville, and we get a table, and we're sitting there, and before long, these 2 old ladies come and sit at the table next to us, and they're half naked with my 8-year-old there, and we're eating a cheeseburger and drinking margaritas, and well, little did I know they were doing body painting in Margaritaville.
Did they come up and ask for you to get some body paint?
No, it's not. They don't harass you or anything, but the people watching is absolutely spectacular. If I ever went back without a kid, I would just want to sit there and take it all in and drink a beer.
I bet you would take it all in.
Absolutely, and so would you. But I think that would be the funnest thing, honestly. It's like Bourbon Street. Their version of that it's called Duval Street. And it's just like Bourbon Street. That's where they have all the parades, and they have, it's where all the bars are. If you got an apartment there for a week and just sat on a balcony and just watched it, it would be absolutely hilarious.
A spectacular. Am I saying that right? Not
What?
saying that
Spectacle?
right. Spectacle. That's the word I'm
There you
looking
go.
for. Yeah.
So,
Um,
but yeah, we walk out of Margaritaville after the fact, and we're going, okay, let's get back to the car. Well, it was starting to pick up then. So my 8-year-old goes, Dad, that guy's butt's hanging out. And there was an old man and his wife walking down the street wearing a G-string right in front of us. Fortunately, that's all she remembers about that, going to Key West.
Cover your eyes, sweetheart. There's nothing to see here.
I had to tell her, don't be going to school telling people that you saw a bunch of butts hanging out.
Dad, why does it look like that guy sat in gum?
Chewed bubble gum, I'm sure. Yeah. But it's something to see. It was, it's interesting. It's like Mardi Gras, kind of.
Yeah, Mardi Gras in October. So,
Yep.
Jimmy Buffett's. Did you get a cheeseburger in paradise?
I did get a cheeseburger, and I got one of their margaritas.
And how was a cheeseburger?
Excellent.
Like, on a scale of 0 to this is freaking awesome.
1 to 10, I'd give it a 9.
What would give it a 10?
I don't know. It's a cheeseburger,
Is there anything that beats it?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. So a 9 is
I'm
your
not
10.
going to score anything at 10.
Yeah. There's always room to grow. That's the way I am.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can never give yourself a 10 out of 10.
The margarita, I would probably give it a 10 out of 10.
Really?
That's the only thing.
So do you get it iced or blended?
Iced, with salt on the rim.
How does it rank to the Rio? I know you're a big Rio fan.
No, it's way better. Way better.
Stronger?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and bigger.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we need a That's What She Said segment.
I think we should come up with that.
Or the guy,
But,
or the boss that tapes his phone at Jimmy Buffett's. Like a boss.
yeah, absolutely.
Just giving you a little shit.
Well, I mean, hey, I had to hit the gift shop there. I had to get the T-shirt.
Well, for the ones that don't know, you got to go listen to the episode of why I said that.
Absolutely. I guess you'll have to listen to all of them and then find out which episode it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you stayed in Key West, but I know you stayed in what other parts of the island in the Keys have you stayed?
I've never stayed in Key West. I've always wanted to.
I thought you stayed in Key West last time.
No, we went down there. We stay in Marathon, which is about midway between Miami and Key West. So
Okay.
you're halfway point in the Florida Keys.
I feel like I've heard Key Largo from you too.
Been to Key Largo. I've never stayed there. There's not really much in Key Largo.
No? What about Marathon? What's Marathon like?
Marathon's cool. The place we like is called something Point. I'll have to get back to you on that. It's cool. There's a lot of shopping. There's a nice beach there called Sombrero Beach.
Did you wear a sombrero?
Oh, absolutely. You know me.
Yeah. They sell
Yeah,
them?
no, I didn't wear a sombrero, wise ass. You might when we go there. I might put one on you.
Okay. Well, you get me one, I'll wear it.
No, there's a lot to do. I mean, honestly, and that's what I like about the Keys so much is you can go from island to island, and they're all different, literally. And you literally drive across a highway that goes over the ocean for 7 miles to get between Marathon and the next key.
Which is nuts. And you know what's funny is I was talking to a guy the other night who was actually talking about the Keys. I don't remember how I got on this conversation. But he goes, we messed up. And if you miss a turn, you're hosed, and you can be hosed for like 20, 30 minutes or more.
So that is so true, man. The first time my wife and I went to the Keys, we have my daughter, and she was like 3, maybe 3 or 4 at the time, I want to say.
Yeah.
And it's a long ways down there between after you leave Miami, and it's straight. There's nowhere to pull over for the longest time. Well, it was after a hurricane had been through, and they were still kind of fixing some things up, and there was a Boy Scout camp down there. So my daughter has to use the bathroom real bad. So I see this looked abandoned Boy Scout camp and pull off over there. And I kind of pull in their driveway, and we were going to get out and see if we could get my daughter to use the restroom. And the one time the family's pulled over with a half-naked baby hanging out in the driveway, a bus full of people show up behind us. And my wife scrambles. We get her back in the car, and, it was like another half-hour drive to Marathon or something like that. But it was funny. What perfect timing. You could tell nobody had been there in months.
Yeah, it's probably had the bus tour guide going, and over here, to our right.
Yeah, a whole bus full of Boy Scouts fixing to clean up the camp from the hurricane,
I can't wait till we get out there and do this. Maybe live stream one of these days out there.
That would be cool. Yeah, I think people would like that. We can kind of show them what we're talking about. Key Colony Point is the place that I stay, and we enjoy it. There's a private pool there, with a private beach that you can go to. We usually like to get a house that's on one of the canals. Mm-hmm. So, like last time I was there, I could walk right out the back door of the house and throw a rod in the water and catch all kinds of wild saltwater fish.
Yeah, like that time didn't you catch a catfish or something and it I got you.
That was cool that time, man. I caught a stingray and I caught a saltwater catfish, and I went to take it off my hook, and it stuck me with one of its barbs. And oh man, my thumb swelled up to like double the size and was throbbing. I could feel every heartbeat in it.
Well, you know what they say. Fix that.
Nothing got me good, man.
Yeah? Well, you know how to fix it, right?
No, how's that?
You soak it in cider.
Is that right? Do I just go to the Kroger store and get some, or the CVS, or what?
Well, down in South Springs, you just go to a place off B Street.
That's where you get that rotten cider.
Yeah. It's been a little expired.
Really, it's past its sell-by date. It's expired, I'd say. The B Street cider. I don't. Yeah, no. Yuck.
The B Street cider. Oh. We're
See, and after all this time, I can still make Joe laugh.
Oh, man. A B Street cider. That's true. It's expired. It's the stuff you find at the Dollar Tree.
Some fermented cider.
Yeah, the old bread.
Yeah.
Find a little oatmeal.
Nasty. Stop. Oatmeal.
Little oatmeal on your carpet.
Stop. Nasty motherfucker.
Hey, Bad Santa, it's the time of year, dude. Bad Santa.
Oh, if you guys, if those of you out there, if you have seen any Christmas movies and you don't mind very colorful language, I would hands down recommend you watch Bad Santa, and then Bad Santa 2 is even funnier.
Oh,
if you don't mind a little crude humor.
Whew.
But I got turned Joe on to Bad Santa 2, and he's always dropping one-liners off of the movie.
Any movie that's got good one-liners, man. That's the movies that get me there.
I had a waiter the other night during Christmas break, and the guy looked just like Thurman Merman.
Oh, yes.
He had the curly red hair. It was hilarious.
It might have been him, man.
Yeah, it could have been, man.
Hey, Willie, I brought you some sandwiches.
What are you doing up there hanging with the toaster cord around your neck, Willie? Did you get stuck or something?
Oh,
Sure.
Oh, shoot.
Oh. I'm going to have to watch it now.
Yes. All right, I got one, and we'll finish this episode right here. I got a dad joke for you. We haven't done that one in a while.
Okay.
How much was Santa's sleigh?
How much?
Nothing. It was on the house.
That's
go.
a good one.
All right, man. Until next week.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for watching and listening. I also encourage you, as usual, to check out our social media accounts. We have Instagram, Facebook,
TikTok, YouTube.
Blue Sky. Check us out. Hit us up online. Send us a message if you want to try to get on the show. We're always looking for new things to talk about, new people to interview.
Absolutely.
So don't be afraid to reach out.
Come get us. We talk about anything and everything. An oatmeal on your carpet.
Key West, fantasy. I mean, the sky's the limit. Joe and I are open books.
B Street cider, baby.
Fermented cider.
The best.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks again.
All right. See you, buddy.
Bye.